Hi everybody. Bonade. Welcome to my channel. Please, you guys, whoever is here, can you please indicate if you can hear me? Also, if you can hear like a noise, I've got a fan here and I had to sit on this spot for the Wi-Fi connection because it's funny, it's cloudy outside, yet it's hot. So it's a miserable weather. Anyway, you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to the people that are joining us today. I cannot wait for us to actually begin our live review. This is our first live review today. Hi, Celia Mutoneng. Thank you so much for joining me, Sisi. I appreciate it so much that you're taking your time to join me today. We are going to talk about the person. The people that irritate us the most on TV. Anyway, you guys, igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuke ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, siyaphinda-ke futhi sikhulume ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining us on this stream today, and you think you like what's happening on this channel, please like the video, but also subscribe below and press the notification bell. Guys, if you want to join the membership, there is a join button below. I've heard people say that they don't see it. I don't know why they don't see it, because even when I watch as a viewer on my videos, I can see it. So I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Also, there is a thanks button just in case you want to say thank you to the channel with the mail. I think like you can even like 9 rand. So if you want to say thanks to the channel, and also you guys, there's going to be adverts on this stream. Also, if you have watched the live and you are in a free Wi-Fi zone, please repeat it so that you can play the adverts through, and we can get to make some money on this channel. Thank you so much, Top's Kitchen, for joining me. Thank you, Andy, for joining me. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to join me. We love to be irritated by you, Siyacela and Ntando. Yes, you guys, as long as they don't get physical with each other, because I think that's the part of the whole thing that I cannot take, when they get physical with each other, because we cannot accept it, and we can also not allow our kids to see people in marriages and relationships like that and think that it's acceptable, and think you can be on TV and behave like that. That's the part that I don't like about it, but I love that couple. Well, I love Tando more. Okay, I still have some hopes in Tando, honestly, you guys, because my hopes from the marriage was that at least Tando will get to go to a tertiary institution, meet other kids, and maybe even meet other boys and all of that. So I was so disappointed when she didn't pass, which obviously is a sign that she might not be able to go away from Musiacela and also just get see a different life. When you move from high school to university, you see a totally different life, and you're like, kunengane eziphila kanjena. I really so wanted her to have that experience, so that if she still wants to stay in that marriage, she can stay, but at least she can know that there are options out there. There are other cuter boys, cuter and fit boys who will speak respectfully to you. I wanted Tando to see that, because she doesn't know it, guys. Remember, she was a virgin when she married Usiaca. Do you even remember that? Do you remember when they checked the shit? Yeah. Niyakhumbula becheck ishit la Thando after after the wedding night on national hey, umoja love kade wawuskila umoja love. They checked ishit lo Lengane the night of the wedding on national TV. Okay, anyway, you guys, thank you so much, Bongani Mtondo Wetusi, for joining me. And yes, and Zakele Lecho. Is it Lecho or Lego? Forgive me for reading your surname in Zulu. You know how the Zulus are like. Listen, thank you so much, Zakela, for joining me. And so, uthi and I and J content yakho sisi. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. You guys, I appreciate people that watch my videos, especially this year, because I've been exploring with the voiceovers as well. Just because I'm so busy, you guys, I can't always sit and do the videos. So people that fell in love with this channel when I was doing the sit down videos, the fact that they can still watch the voiceovers, I appreciate it, you guys. And she haven't said anything about fixing her matric. No, I don't think that she did, because last year I gave her an excuse that she just had a baby. She's probably not gonna have time to go to school. This year I expected that when the year begins, Ntando is gonna be on it, you guys. And if you are going to rewrite your matric, I believe that you have to register right at the beginning of the year. Also, if you're going to repeat, obviously she's supposed to be going to school. I don't even think that she's thinking about that, and that's a sad part about it. Yo, I remember, yo, and yo, we come very far from with Isencane Lengane, and we've tolerated a lot. And it's nice also, you guys, that we have YouTube channels like this where we can just speak about things that we are not happy about when we watch these TV shows, even though sometimes they just don't listen to us. Okay, I wish Tando can take small steps of wanting to fix her marks through a TVET. I truly wish Moja Love can suggest that to her. Yes, you guys. I wish there's so much that she can do. She can even go back to school. Tando is very young, okay? Because Konamandi, she's not doing anything. She can just go back to school full time and study. She can go to a TVET college. She can study while she is at home part time and just write her exams. I believe she can register to rewrite some of the subjects. There's so many options that she has. And also, I believe that when she got married, she was a SASA recipient, so she has such a big chance of getting NSFAS, So, she doesn't even need to worry. She doesn't even need to use the money from the show to study. There's NSFAS, guys. We pay tax to take you to school, and they don't pay for our own children. And then Tina, our children, they are like, "I when are you awaking? We won't give you your child, but it's my tax." How fair is that? But Abotando, they don't want to use that money that we pay specifically to help them to go to school. Anyway, you guys, I really feel like I wish that someone could, don't hang in there because yay, hambe esikoleni, because honest guys, I've realized that all jobs, even jobs that we look down upon, like I'm a security guards, I'm a cleaners, all jobs, cashiers, they need metric. They need metric. You have to. It's like a basic thing in South Africa. Like show us that you can just do the minimum of just getting a metric. And so it's very hard if you're not going to get a metric. But there are people out there that are successful without it. But I suspect that with her, she does need to have one. Thank you so much, Tops, for joining me. Mayoli, thank you so much for joining me. So many of the people in the comment section are actually my day ones. We've been here on this channel for a very long time. Anyway, you guys, let's begin with our review. You can chat in the comment section. I'll go through the comments a little bit later. And this episode 6, guys, let me tell you about a few things that were like the highlights. Okay, number one, okay, ibhantshi likababa kaThando. I cannot. I was like, did this man know what DNA test is? Why is he so dressed up? Bengathi umembeso wakhe. You know how men are looking like mabenza umembeso. It was a shiny banshee. Yabona leli banshee leli, if you are in the light, it's a different color. If you are in the shade, it's a different color. I was like, usonkeleni lo bhuti lo. But he likes dressing up, you guys. And one of the things that I've never understood was that he's always said that he's not employed, but he always looks very put together. And maybe the wife works, I guess, and also maybe he is making money from the show. But he has always, even before, he was so active on the show, he was just always looking like this man looks like he has a job, he can dress himself. So I wonder, guys, because he always complains about not having a job. That was that, you guys. And two, what was Siyacela wearing? When you are going to Mhlanga. Wavele wagqoka ishort nje yokuhlala ekhaya nkosi yami yokucenta iceke wangaba nendawo usiyacela futhi ibilana ubona ne-under ngaphansi. I'm like, oh nkosi yami umkhwenyana kaThando noThando akasasho ukuthi siyacela ithi ngikayinela ijini yabona ngoba siyemhlangana namhlanje. And then hey, naku-ke sebeguqile lapha phansi usiyacela nomkhulu lo wayana when they were doing iyadi. Imtsinsila saze safa kudunuselwa. And uyazi kodwa uMoja Love. Angabazi ukuthi uMoja Love, where they get the cameraman, they will show the most inappropriate angles when they shoot somebody. Umshutha kanjani umuntu eyinqeni usikhombisa umtsintsila. And it was later on they bled umtsintsila kancane, and I'm like, but it's too late. We've already seen them Kulu's mtsintsila. We've already seen Siyacela's mtsintsila. Why are you blaring it later on? I'm like, hey, so trust me, yabona, being the viewer yakuMoja Love, it's like being emendweni, a very difficult man, a very emendweni with a very difficult husband, and we are big as a league. Yes, you guys. So uh this episode, finally, it was the DNA test. Of course, you guys, abantu bahlukene kabili, but I think for the most part, what I'm getting from the viewers in the comment section is that people don't understand why Ntando wants the DNA test. I'm one of those people that sort of feels like maybe she kind of feels, she kind of needs it, deserves it. And even if it's just a punishment, Tanyana, for your father pickering you for a small part of your life, And a lot of people feel like she doesn't need to. A lot of people feel like Ntando looks like her father, so it's so obvious that he is. If at any point in my life my father expressed that I might not be his, or there are rumors that he might have said or expressed that I'm not his, and I do get the opportunity to do a DNA test, because when something like that happens, you always just have those questions. If I get a chance to actually do a DNA test, I would definitely take the opportunity. So I understand Ntando, but I feel like Tando's motivation to do it is not that. Tando's motivation to do it, it feels like she's being pushed by Usiyacela. Listen, you guys, I've said in other videos that when you are in a relationship and it's toxic, or you are in a relationship with a toxic person, at some point you become toxic too. And Ntando, I don't know if I'm the only one that sees this, but Ntando is becoming Usiyacela. Her attitude is becoming the same as Yacela's attitude. The way she talks to people too is becoming the same. I don't know if she does it to please Usiyacela, or it's because Vela she's becoming that person, or she has always been that person. We didn't see it. She's becoming very rude, you guys. She's becoming very rude. They seem to see things the same now with Usiyacela. Okay. So they're going to a DNA to do a DNA test. Mhlanga. Obviously, you guys, I don't think Usiyacela would pay for the DNA. I don't think so, and I don't think that he would allow Ntando to pay for a DNA test. So it is probably most likely that Umoja Love is going to pay for the test. And I think that's a reason. That's one of the reasons I would agree with the viewers that are saying, Ntando doesn't want a DNA test. It's probably the producers that want it for a storyline. They are pushing for it, because if they're even willing to pay for it, if Basemhlanga somewhere that doctor is not, or that institution as when the DNA is not costing peanuts, okay? And if they're going to pay for it, then it makes me feel like Umoja Love probably wants this DNA test more than Ntando wants the DNA test. But nonetheless, they are there, you guys, okay? So they arrive, of course, boom, ijazi likababa kaThando arrives too, liyashina. Too bad they were not wearing sunglasses, because I was like, so ibhanji nalo lafika. So I already knew it was gonna be trouble, you guys. Listen, with reality shows, you guys, it's like when there is drama and you feel like it's set up by the producers, we can blame them, but at the same time I feel like we can't, because at the same time the show would be boring if they did everything they can to avoid the drama. I didn't see under normal circumstances, I wouldn't see the need to put them in the same waiting room, Baba kaThando no Siyacela, because they don't get along, so they might possibly fight. So under normal circumstances, if they were not shooting the show, it would have been, a great idea to put them in separate rooms, and then whoever is doing the swabs to do the DNA does it, separately. They didn't need to meet each other. Honestly, they don't. If you do a DNA test, one person can go there, do the swabs, another one goes and do the swabs, and then they give you the results separately. There is no need for them to be in the same room. There was no need. Okay. So I do feel like it was set up for that purpose, so that really they get into the drama. So they get there, of course. Because Ubaba Kathando explains a little bit about their background in their relationship, to say ukuthi uSiyacela has never been nice to him. I'm Tuge on TV. I honestly think that back and forth, they've said things about each other on TV that have upset each other. Bayathukana, they don't like each other. In fact, in this episode, it does come out to go to Ntando. Ntando pays attention a lot, you guys, in things that are being said about her on TV. Remember, last season she was upset about ugogo saying ukuthi uyinuku on national TV, and this season it comes out ukuthi she's upset about the fact that ubaba wakhe came on national TV and told everybody that uyixoku Ntando. What ubaba Ntando was referring to was that sometimes you can do a sit down with Ntando and you understand each other and all of that, and then the next thing she goes and speaks to uSiyacela and everything changes. He said that on national TV. So Ntando is more like, you said that about me, being your daughter. So if ngiyixoku, why don't we just go our separate ways? I don't think ukuthi Baba Ntando realized ukuthi something like that might have upset Ntando, but it obviously did, because she does mention it in this episode. So they're in a waiting room, and then they have to go up to another waiting room upstairs, I believe. So they get there, they're supposed to get in the lift. When they go in the lift, decide ukuthi they're not gonna get in the lift, all of them. They utubhuti akahambe kuqala eliftini. So I was like, I don't understand whether he said he means because they won't fit in the lift, all of the three of them, four with the baby. By the way, the grandchild was there. And guys, it's the first time actually Baba Tondo gets to meet the child, because he hasn't, and he doesn't even get to hold Umtwana for even a moment or two or whatever, because of course when they get there it's already heated. He gets in the lift, goes upstairs. Instead of going upstairs and then going to the waiting room, he waits for them there. They go upstairs, they meet him there, and then they go to the room. Already it's heated, guys. It was heated so much so that Usuyacela says something that I don't hear. I didn't make out what he was saying. But Ubaba Thando says Usuyacela umthukile. Because they were still just trying to have a conversation between him and Ntando, and he was trying to understand, listen, what's happening? What is making you want to do a DNA test? What did your mother say when you said that you want to do a DNA test? Is there something that your mother told you that makes you feel like you need a DNA test right now? Okay, but that conversation didn't last very long, because Usiyacela disturbs the whole thing, swears to Temkosi gets upset, you guys. And Ntando, I think she just wanted a DNA to be done. Okay, she just wanted the DNA to be done. Honestly, I feel like that whole sit down in the waiting room could have been different had Ntando been there alone with the child. Maybe Baba Ntando could have been able to just hold the baby for a moment or two. Angimazi noma ube nawo yini u-2 rand ephaketheni anike ingane yakho. Ingane yakho akakhiphanga ngisho u-10 rand nje phakatheni, athi naye into yomzukulu wami, just nje lawa baba naye kodwa ke, so they just got into it with ulokhuzana uSiyacela. Okay, so when he gets upset Baba Thando, he moves out of the room, calls ilokhuzana isikhokho sakhe, which is guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out later on ukuthi lowa auntie loyana abathi she is Auntie Thando is not related to Baba Thando. The way they relate to each other, I was like, are these people cousins, or they are just friends from Emachwaleni or something like that? Ask Coco Sam, listen, Coco, bayangithuka lana. I don't know how it happens, because it seemed like Auntie Thando, the rich auntie from Chesterville, goes everywhere with ulokhuzana, with uTemkosi, whenever they have to address it was Thando. So I don't know how it happened this time that she wasn't there. Okay, maybe the producers were like, we don't think it's a good idea for you to come. But at the same time, Usiyacela was with Ntando. I don't think Usiyacela would ever let Ntando to have an alone time with her father. He does not want that. So Of course, she gets upset. He's calling us Coco Sam, Coco Sam. Listen, bayangithuka lana. Listen, guys, I don't promote violence. Kodwa ngiyibuza sometimes ukuthi usecela wake wayithola nje impama from umuntu wesilisa nje one in his life. So that you can imagine ngathi umuntu mangisakaza ngempama ukuthi kunjani. I wonder sometimes ukuthi uyayazi impama yini the way adelela ngakhona, okay? So he gets upset, he's calling, he wants to leave now because bayamthuka futhi kade ethukwa yena on TV. Ufuna usiyacela to come out. Ayi sengilike nansi ipero ke seyiyeza ipero futhi ipero yaseyadini. Nayikhumbula ipero yaseyadini. Hey, they tried to fight. Yeah, like these boys, both of them didn't fight as boys, okay? And they are so upset. In I understand you guys. Honestly, umuntu mayekuthuka, you're not gonna be happy about it. And there was no need for it because they were there for a DNA test. They could have just gone there, sat down, not even have a conversation because their conversations always go south. Have a DNA test and just go. You know, maybe he could just ask, Tando, can I just hold the baby? Akungingane ngo 10 randi because pela you have to kunga dengane, you know, and then and then they go there separate. It could have been very nice and but okay, of course it had to be dramatic. He walks out, goes to another room, and he's about to go and whatever. So Tando decides she wants to talk to her dad because she is feeling like if she lets her father go, then it's gonna be another season, because these people don't speak between seasons. Don't say it. Ubaba Thando akamfonela uThando akaye eOlundi akamboni noThando naye does the same. They don't see each other. So if DNA is not done, we are already in episode 6, and if they don't get a DNA test in episode 6, it's gonna be another season for us waiting for a DNA. And I'm like, I Thando, walk out and go to speak to your dad. So he walks out to get to speak to him. It's justification got Thando to want a DNA. Listen, I've got better reasons for why Uthando should get a DNA test than she does. And I am not even in that situation. My reasons are, okay, is like we are not connecting. And also, what mina ngixoxe ku-TV, I just want ukuthi ngiphume kuwe. And she says ukuthi ufuna ukuthi icala alibone ukuthi lizosala nobani. If ukuthi ubaba wakhe, then icala zosala ngaye. Because at the end of the day, she is saying whether DNA is positive or not, she's cutting all ties with her dad. So it's not like she is saying if the DNA is positive, she's going to build a relationship with her father. She's just saying, no, I just want to know so that when I move on with my life, I know what's happening. But asinabo budlelwane, and I'm not willing to build. I'm not willing to give you a chance. And I just wanted to go your way, and I go my way. Okay. Those who watched the video that I posted, because I did post a small part of the interview Baba Tando on my channel. Please check it out from Isolezwe. This is how Baba Tando explains uphikwa kukaThando. Uthi ubaba kaThando, uma kaThando wayeseganile. Remember, there was a time when ubaba kaThando explained ukuthi yena noma kaThando, they met the first day that they met, they were intimate. Boom, she's pregnant. Okay, so it's not abantu abathandanile for some time and then and boom, she's pregnant. And then umakathando uyagana uyalotsholwa while ingane incane is like a few months ubeseganile selotsholwa somewhere else. Ugogo othile from the family brings the baby kaThabethe, saying now what, 7 years, something like that. Was it 7 years? Yeah, I think he said 7 years. So, and then they realized in the family the child had been taken to the family where umakathando la yegane khona umakathando. Okay, so obviously they had to have questions. And listen, you guys, I don't like ubaba kathando, but I also feel like in this situation, if what he is saying is true, if what he's saying is true, umakathando only brought the child when the child was 7 after she had taken the child to another family, they had reasons to doubt. Okay. So now I'm questioning Obaba Tando. But if they brought Utando when she was 7 years old, why are you not wanting to give them a DNA test? Shouldn't you be the one that should have initiated a DNA test as a father? Because obviously, if they brought the child when she was 7, she might not be yours. Do a DNA test. This DNA test should have been done long ago, even when the child was 7 years old, because he should have been like, oh, so it's my child, but why all of this time? So I feel like they should have done a DNA test back then. but then they didn't. Okay, fine. Now Ntando wants a DNA test. Then he should support that and say, yeah, vele nami, I do have doubts. I think the only reason Baba Tando is not being honest about his doubts is the fact that he wants Utando on to be on his side because he does want so much. He wants so much to do the show, you know. And obviously, if the DNA comes out and says you are not the father, we are not really going to need you to be on the show. And I feel like he likes the limelight too much. That father. So Uthando says, okay, okay, ngicela ukuyomncenga ubaba, because once he goes, it's gonna be another thing to get him here ukuthi azokwenza i-DNA test. But uSiyacela doesn't want to hold the baby, you know. Guys, you know, if you have kids that are young and they are still going to get into a relationship, avoid for them to watch that show, because honestly, you don't want them to think that the husbands are supposed to be like that. Boys or girls, they must not watch that show. Akafuna ukubamba ingane, just hold the baby so that your wife can go have a conversation with her father, and they can come to, you know, some understanding in terms of what they're trying to do today. He doesn't want to do it. Tom goes, uze uyaphuma uphumela ngaphandle. Uthando now they are fighting bona because Uthando just wants somebody to hold the baby so that she can go and speak to her father. So eventually she goes and talks to her father, with, okay, fine, can you just come? I understand you are upset. Well, she didn't, she was not as articulate as I am trying to be. But she said those reasons, Zach, as so we are not connecting, we've never connected. And there are stories when I used to come, because Utando does say she used to come to see her father in Nanda, because Baba ehlala eNanda. Athi ngangiza ngizobona eNanda, and there were people saying when you would run away from me mangizokubona. All of those things make me doubt and you might be my father. Honestly, I feel like Utando is hoping that guy is not her father, and I feel like he's going to be her father, because if he is doing interviews as Tando's dad still right now on Isoles, or maybe the DNA test have come out and say that he is actually the father. Anyway, eventually he comes down, and phela emhlanga ngeke they won't stand for Isencane Lengane drama. And then Umojalav writes again, they were chased out of the building. I don't know why they didn't show us that drama, because I wanted to see the people chasing everybody out, but apparently the crew and everybody else was chased out of the place because there was so much commotion, people wanting to leave and then wanting to stay and all of that. So we didn't actually see them do the swap and all of that, but apparently it was done, you guys. So we're waiting for the results. I do suspect that maybe they might want to give us those results as the what do you call it, the finale. You know, maybe in the finale episode we are going to see, is he the father, is he not the father, and then, you know, that's that's basically going to be it, you guys. Okay, so now the next episode, it is Siyacela. Apparently one of Siyacela's aunts saw a vision where Ubab Dlamuka says Siyacela needs to apologize. I don't know for what. Oh, yes, she did say. Because when he passed, Usacela was not at home. So faneke ayo lona, ayo apologize. Okay, fine. So bazokwenza umhlatshelo. Can you tell me what was the funny thing about Lela Lati Leliana? So they're doing it like, I guess, Mthandazo anti kaSiyacela. And then imbuzi bayayiletha. I think that imbuzi was like 2 days old. Hayi bo, wake wabona imbuzi enje yayana kuyoshiswa ngayo impepho, imbuzi engaka kuyoshiswa. Hayi kade sasibona. Guys, kade sasibona, because phela uma kwenziwa ilokhuzana iladi kanjani, ngithi iyadliwa imbuzi or iy'nkukhu lezo ziyadliwa. Izodliwa kanjani leya imbuzi leya engaka leya imbuzi? Incane imbuzi. I'm like, ha, didn't they have, you know, like grown up grown up goats, the mother of the goat that was about to be sacrificed? Why didn't they take the mother at least, or go buy, you know, another goat? I'm like, why it it was so small. So he talks there, emsamo, uyabona uyaxolisa. In I guess inkonzo yakaSiyacela is like that mix of izayoni tradition. You know, izayoni everything goes. Yabona ezayoni uyasonta kodwa futhi yabo she's simple everything. As Zion, everything goes. Yeah, but that's why I must go back to Zion. Because Zion, they're chilled, okay? You do your life the way you want to do your life, as long as you come to church. No pressure at all, okay? So they do the thing. Guys, but I was feeling sorry for the goat. I'm not really an animal lover like that, but I was like, this goat is not grown up enough to be a sacrifice, you know. And so okay, he apologizes, and then the other part of the apology, he was speaking, silently in sign language, because he says he doesn't want the others, because the whole family, and the Dlamuka family, it's a lot of people, so the whole family was there. He didn't want others to hear what he was apologizing for. And I'm like, hey, Umoja Love, shooting imisamo yemizi yabantu. Yay, Umoja Love was shooting umsamo kaDlamuka ngiyakutshela. When Bab Dlamuka was alive, we never saw that room. We never saw that that msamo, but Umoja Love, shooted them some. Hi, uyaxolisa, and then they decide to pray. Like I say, eZion, everything goes. While uShisimpe Polana, there is the goat, and then Chiki Chiki, we are praying, So Chiki Chiki, they are praying. Yeah, Zion, I tell you, everything goes as Zion. So Chiki Chiki, they are praying. They sing the gospel song now. Kona Manjalo, they sing a gospel song. They decide to pray as a family. They are praying. Usacela looks around like, he's like, yo, umashange akavalile. I'm sure Mashanga was like, I am not closing my eyes when I'm in the same room as Usacela. Do you know how much Usacela hates Umashanga? Mashanga is the last wife, Kabab Damuga. They have never gotten along with Usacela. They always just, at all. Umashanga always says she doesn't understand why Usacela doesn't like her. Usacela doesn't like her. At some point, she said, Umashanga Tagata, all of that. So I'm sure Mashang was like, I'm not closing my eyes in this room. I want to see, And then, or maybe Mashang and I was just as shocked by, the baby goat that they were sacrificing. She was like, hey, yeah, I want to see this goat. Then the next thing is, okay, so Usacela obviously is complaining because Mashang doesn't have her eyes closed. But I'm thinking now, why didn't you have your eyes closed? Anyway, you guys, just when they are done, now they are supposed to take the goats now to go and be slaughtered. When the goats, angazi noma niyazenza yini lezo zinto in kwabanye abantu, but amaZulu, when the bride gets married and then on Sunday after umabo, you have to attempt to run away as the bride. It's the thing, to attempt to run away. That's what the goat did. It looked around and it wanted to run, but they caught it because it was a baby goat. Okay, fine. Setela is like, if this goat ran away, Mina, I wouldn't run away after it. If it ran away, she's like, if beyibaleka mina bengizoyiyeka ibalekele goat, because mina bengengijahane ney'mbuzi mina. I'm like, guys, usacela kushaf i-lift iyafika yini e-fifth floor? Iyafika noma it's permanent load shedding here? Permanent load shedding. She was like, no, Mina, if this goat ran away, I would not chase this goat. Okay. But I didn't say the goat being slaughtered. Hey, that would have been traumatizing. If they slaughtered that small goat on TV. Anyway, you guys, I guess the whole thing, yeah, apology, guys, wait. But guys, if I was a Idlozi and I said someone needs to apologize and they brought that small goat, I would be angry all over again. They will need to do double apologies now. They must apologize for slaughtering the baby goat, and two, the original, that they committed. Okay. So now next week, you guys, kuthiwani? Siyakuceba kumyeni or what? Kufaka angiyazi lento engibhale lana bafethu. I said next week. Wafaka security siyakuceba kumyeni. Guys, I don't know what was happening. I put notes here that the preview for next week. I don't know. I can't see my own handwriting. I should have been a doctor. I can't see what I wrote here. Anyway, you guys, that was the episode for today. Let me go through the comments and just see what you guys are saying here. And then Utopsy says, um, oh, Osila says, yeah, we all know how Zulus are like. Listen, at this point, as Zulus, we have every right to be whatever, okay? Basukela njalo yazi Nkosi yami do you think by the way, you guys, about that Zulu and whatever thing, I think honestly for all of us we have things to learn, because a lot of us grow up just like Amazulu. A lot of us grow up in KZN dealing with Amazulu, interacting with Amazulu, and then you go to Joburg. Like when I went and I lived in Joburg, it was the first time for me to actually meet Amavenda, Amaxhosa, and hear about how they do things and all of that, and understanding there are people just like me. So I always feel like there's room for growth. So even when people do things that are like, okay, that is not right to do, there's always room to correct yourself and learn more. We all have done it. So that is my position when it comes to that. Utops says, do you think Usiyacela would allow her to go see other men in the classroom? Also attend an eye at least, then he must go to the lecture room. Inkinga ukuthi isingisi ngingasasizwe yabona, and then he will give up. And then Mayoli said, sorry, I'm late. You were not that late, Mayoli. Kalagatas inside. It's Nekuku. Thank you so much, Nekuku, for coming. Spionkos, hellos. Spiwem. That guy loves attention. He understands that TV is something to be taken seriously. Listen, you guys, he does. If you are talking about Ntando, I heard that he was actually on Deb and Jen. I don't know if it was just one episode or he was an extra or whatever. So he is a guy that is looking for an opportunity to be on TV. He is doing interviews with Abo Soles or whatever more than anybody. Even the main cast members don't do as much interviews as he is doing. So yeah, definitely he knows what he is doing. And then Usnekuku says, Nige nafa umtsintsila angibaba kanga outside this person. Yay, hey, intsila. Guys. And then Thompson says the cameraman makes sure the true reality show is it. Guys, I know we want to see everything, but not umtintila. I will miss something. Oh, much alive will show you it's Coco Samafinila. If they could, they would show you instead of telling the cast member Sulikala. No, they will show it. Much love is hard labor. It is. It's very abusive, and we are in an abusive relationship with much love. We still watch it. Turn away two sisters, it drama, and hey, T World, hi Ndibu. Hey, the way we bullied Undibu to come back to the T World, but we shall talk about it another time. It's good to have your voice back on the T World in Djibouti. We love it so much. Celia, Siacela is not going to end well. His disrespect for everyone is seriously going to land him in trouble. I think so too. And also just the fact that there are people that don't understand that TV is TV. They will think that if they meet you on the street, they can just punish you for what they saw you do on TV. I think that because it's also a reality show, he runs a risk of that, of just people getting fed up with him, especially now with the abuse being shown on TV. So yes, I don't think that he is safe, honestly. The Mafu effect, Sila, thank you so much. This story deserved to be in Utatak. Yes, actually, they should have done Utatako. And also just the fact that umoja lava nganoma ngiyabatrust yini with izinto enjengabo DNA ukuthi bazobanika the correct results now, or they will give them the results that will cause the most drama for them to get the show ratings. I don't know, maybe it will be better to actually go on Utatako. Okay, izinyane leli hayi bo, izinyane leli futhi izinyane like elincane ngathi it was born few days ago, like that's how small it was. Cook some more with V. Hi V, I am late. Not that late. We are still here. Okay, the lift does not go off. That's why I said, because it's load shedding permanent. It's just electricity is off. I light nakancane nje. And great summary. Okay, thank you so much, Bongani. Anyway, you guys, that was the episode for today. I enjoyed not seeing the abuse Ntando on TV, but it also does worry me because we do know that behind the scenes, it's still going on. It doesn't mean that just because they're not showing it on TV, it's not happening. It is happening. But I don't like seeing it because obviously they're not doing much to stop it. Okay. Anyway, you guys, if anybody meets Ntando on the street, please hlebela her to go back to school. I think that is her best bet, honestly. Ayikho into evula ingqondo like a university. Ayikho into evula ingqondo njenge-university, meeting new people, you get inspiration, to do different things and be like, yeah, kanti impilo ingaba nje, hey, kanti nami, and if uhlele emakhaya sometimes impilo nje uvele ubone ngathi your life is okay, especially them doing the show. They are sort of like have become celebrities even in their community, so they probably don't see anything wrong with not going to school. But if they had to be exposed in that life, I really think that it will help them. Thank you so much once more for the nice, clear review of the episode. Thank you so much, Sila. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it so, so much. We're going to do more and more of these because some people are really not happy with me not being on screen. But guys, we have to adjust. Hey, we have to. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Goodbye, Celia, Bongani. Onika Mtunga said the lift. Oh, yes, I did read your comment. Onika, thank you so much. V Tops, the T World, Andy Kumbis, Neko Kumayoli. Thank you so much, everybody. Zakele, thank you so much. And everybody else that did not comment, thank you so much for joining. Nginithanda kakhulu.